Hello everyone. If I sound a little strange, it's because I have some kind of cold, I think it is. Sniffles and sneezes and a bit of a fever, but I had it yesterday too. I did feel up to doing my painting portion of my Journaling by 5's by Shannon Green. I did not film my process just because it's just a little bit too much pressure to try and accomplish painting while on camera, while limited space. So I did all of my painting portion, and I'm just going to do a flip through my pages. Let me get this journal out of the way real quick. On top of being sick yesterday, I was kind of stuck in my room anyway, because my ceiling that was supposed to be fixed is leaking again, and this time from 6 different locations, and all the more reason to be glad to be out of this house soon. So, for my particular book, I didn't use a composition book or pre-existing journal. I used a Burgess, I think is the brand. Burgess seed catalog, and it's normally about this big. I took, let's see, 2 or 3 pages per section, I think it was. It looks like 3, and glued them together to create pages. Now, mine actually has 21 or 22 pages in it. Whatever. I managed to get them all in. So, as a preparation to the pages, and what I'm going to do is I've done this side for this session, and then later on when I want to do another session, I'm going to do the left side. But I pre-painted the pages just because there was a lot of advertising here showing, and I figured a slight base layer of some Oops paint. If you don't know what that is, if you go to like Home Depot, Lowe's, those kind of places, sometimes they have little jars of paints that maybe someone had mixed up for a color sample and then maybe decided they didn't like it, or maybe when they mixed it up they made a big mess of the jar and decided not to give that to the customer. And you can usually get those for maybe $1.50 or 75 cents sometimes, just depending on how long they've been sitting there. This one was kind of an off-white color, so perfect for a base layer. And then in Shannon's latest couple of videos, she shows, she's doing one with a friend where they do one section and then they mail it to each other, and then they work on the other person's book and then mail it back. And they're going back and forth. So she had said that they had done wax paper in between the pages like this, so as you're going through flipping, you don't have to worry about your painty goodness getting stuck to over here if you don't want to. It'll just end up on this. And I think that's a good idea. So I have this humongous roll of wax paper. I don't even know where I got it from. The stuff's like 3 feet wide. But I cut some portions out that fit in these little pages here. So you'll see that on this side. And I saw a video today. They're doing a discussion about using layered tissues and cereal bags, and I watched the video the lady was doing for the layered tissues, and she was using wax paper as her base for doing her layers, and I'm kind of wondering if I can use this painty goodness that's ending up on these pages as part of a layer and see if I can build up on these. So that's something I'm going to try in the future. So anyway, back to my pages. I used an old gift card. This is actually a fake credit card, you know. Mail this to us and we'll get you a real one kind of card. As you can see, there's some of my paint still on it, but I pretty much went through and did a lot of scraping. And then I also had a couple of roller, you know, not the sprayer, but like that kind of a concept with pattern that I was whooshing back through. And I managed to even fit in a little, this was the center of a washi roll that I took off of here and put on a miniature spool. So I got some circle stamps with that. Alright, so here we go. You know, I did this in a way where I started with one batch of colors, I skipped a few pages, did that again, skipped a few pages, and then when I got to the end, I started back at the beginning with my next batch of colors. You know, I wanted to make sure I didn't mix things together that became muddy. And then when I got to the end of that, I came back through and you know, as I was going back and forth, I splatted colors on as highlights. So that's why these are on here. I hope that makes sense. So this was my reds, pinks, and purples. And then we have different shades of blues. And more reds, pinks, and purples. Yellows, blues, and green. Pinks and purples. And a bit of blue, yellow, and orange, and red. And this is where when I was done, I took my leftover palette and smeared it on the left side of a couple of pages just to not waste that paint. This I did by putting the card down and just rotating a little bit each time to get that. And then I came back through real quick with the circles. Oh, I had another one of these that I was using for the pink and purple, but threw it away because it was really gross. That one I used my stamper roller as in a curved motion as I went. So the next step in this particular book is collage. Let me see, session 2 is, yeah, collage, craft, and recycled. So I need to go through my bits of papers and find what things I can add to it to you know, enhance these pages. I've got some clippings from magazines and things that I've been saving, and I'm not sure what will look good in here. You know, you're not supposed to think about it too much, but I at least want to think about it enough that it doesn't clash with what's on the page. Like, let's see, these were some things I had grabbed previously. Like, this might look fun on here, but this from a project might look okay. That might look okay. You know, this wouldn't really work because it's too much like what's already there, and you would kind of lose the whole concept of it being something new on the page, but you never know. And then I just kind of went at a little bit of a curve with that one as well. Some of these are going to be really fun for doodling on, like drawing around these little lines. You can't really see it very well, but let me get it closer. See the fan kind of shape I created here and one here? So I can maybe doodle things on there, or maybe there'll be an image, ephemera or something that I can attach on there that would look fun. And last page. Oh, there's my mess page again. So I did a little scrapey when I was using those colors. So that's my step 1 of my Journaling by 5's book. I think at the end, when I'm done making my messes, I'm going to use scraps of scrapbook paper that I have and Mod Podge them to the cover. But it's nice and fun and chunky. And I did leave it sitting up like that for a little while to let it air dry. Once I was done with the session, I went back through with my my heat tool and tried to hurry some of the paint up because I didn't want it totally stuck to the wax papers, because I didn't want it peeling off like it did here, which, yeah, can be okay, but if you found something fun that you put down there and you end up with half of it stuck over here, it could be a little irritating. So I just made sure that those were going to stay where they were supposed to. So thank you for watching, and I will put links in the description box for the Facebook page that Shannon has for her Journaling by 5's, where everyone could share their projects and you could get more information about that. And I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.